Hi guys, if you're watching this and you're over 40 years old and you want to lose some weight, get in shape and improve your health, well, you've came to the right place, because today we're going to be diving into some practical tips that you need to implement in order to succeed in achieving your goals. So let's get started. First of all, if you don't know me guys, my name's Matt and I own Matthew Sinclair Health and Fitness Professionals. We're a team of nutritionists, strength and conditioning coaches and physiotherapists, and we specialize in helping both men and women get in shape, lose weight and improve their health markers as well. And if you've seen possibly some of our case studies, you can find them on our YouTube page here. The majority of our clients are actually in their 40s or in their 50s. We've helped guys like Mike here, who's in his late 50s, get a six-pack for the first time in his life. We've got guys like Kevin here, who's 53, achieve this in just a few short months. And we've got a bunch of other similar success stories. And the reason I share this with you is because I just want you to know as the viewer that the pointers that I'm going to be walking you through today come from real life practical experience and evidence of helping hundreds of other clients, possibly in similar situations to yourself, achieve their goals. Firstly, let's talk about how to optimize your nutrition as you get older. To achieve a great body at any age, this is important, but as you get older, there are certain things you need to bear in mind. Firstly, your metabolism isn't quite what it used to be when you were younger, and this is primarily due to both hormonal changes and lowering amounts of muscle mass on your frame, and this ultimately leads to a decrease in your body's ability to burn calories, essentially a lowering of your metabolic rate. For this reason, you're likely going to need to decrease your calories more so than what you possibly needed to do when you were younger in order to achieve the same amount of weight loss. Now you're maybe wondering, how do I go about actually working out my calorie amounts? Well, it's very simple. I want you to go onto Google and you're going to search for a website called calculator.net, and you're going to look for the Harris Benedict or Catch McCardle calorie calculators. These calculators take into account your age and are a great place to start in working out your calorie target. But just know that these calorie calculators aren't 100% accurate with the answers they give, so you may need to decrease or increase your calories depending on how your body responds, essentially. Secondly, as you get older, you need to increase your protein. As we age, your body becomes less sensitive to the positive anabolic effects of protein consumption. So therefore, you need more protein in your diet overall to get the same response as you would consuming less protein when you were younger. In regards to specificity as to exactly how much protein you should be consuming, I would recommend over the ages of 40, aiming for 1.1 to 1.4 grams per pound of body weight of protein. Thirdly, as you get older, your body typically becomes less sensitive to insulin as well. So whilst it's worth keeping carbohydrates as part of your diet for the reasons of enjoyment and also energy, overall, it would be worth decreasing your carbohydrate consumption. Now let's talk about the exercise aspect. The most effective form of dedicated exercise, especially as you age, is resistance-based training. Now this means bodyweight training or weights. Either of these things can be classified as resistance training. The physiotherapist in me would say that the main benefits are that it keeps not only your muscles strong and at less risk of injury, it also improves bone strength and joint integrity, which is really important as you do get older. It's a misconception that lifting weights is bad for your joints. It's actually highly beneficial to increasing the strength of your joints. Like muscles, your bones and joints will adapt to strain and load. Without progressive strain and without progressively loading your bones, ligaments and tendons, as well as your muscles, they will get weaker. So it's really important to make sure resistance-based training is the mainstay of your exercise routines. And the body transformation coach in me would say that for fat burning, resistance-based training is by far the most efficient means of achieving your goals. The reason being is that doing resistance-based training has more propensity to build muscle in comparison to cardio, and therefore your metabolism will increase. Whenever you have more muscle on your body, it's a bit like driving a car with a bigger engine. The bigger the engine, the more fuel it requires to essentially run. Now, in the case of muscle mass, the more muscle you have in your body as a result of resistance-based training, the more your body will crave energy in the form of calories. So if you think about it, if you are able to not only lose body fat, but gain muscle in the process, your body's ability to use energy will increase, and therefore in future you can afford to eat more food, eat more calories without essentially risking going into a calorie surplus and putting on that excess body fat. And finally, I want to briefly talk about blood work. So this is something I recommend most of our clients above a certain age do. We work with clients internationally, and whilst in the USA, it's really common for yearly medicals to be done, in other countries such as the UK or Ireland, it's not common to have your bloods taken unless you have symptoms of a potential health condition. Getting bloods done essentially shows you under the hood of what your health is actually like. It shows you where your health markers are, such as cholesterol, blood sugar levels, etc. So essentially, if you get bloods done, you can really look to see what's kind of out of range and therefore take action to ultimately improve those levels. So if you're in the UK or Ireland, I would certainly recommend, if you haven't had bloods done in a while, particularly if you're over the ages of 40, I would definitely recommend looking into that. And if you're in the UK or Ireland and you're uncertain as to where to go about actually getting bloods done like that, if you don't have accessibility of getting it done maybe through your GP, just send me a message on Instagram at Matthew Sinclair Fitness, and I'll be able to kind of give you a little bit of guidance as to where to go about actually sourcing blood tests, just so you have a better gauge of where you're at internally, and then you can take steps then to ultimately improve some of those markers if needs be. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you found this useful and hopefully it provided you with some value. If you did find this valuable, I would really appreciate if you were to like this video and also subscribe to my channel. I really plan over the next few months to provide more content like this, to provide you guys with real practical advice that you can use to achieve your health fitness goals. So if you found this video useful, please make sure to subscribe.